Welcome to Star Sign Horoscopes, presented by Astrology Hub. This is your place to discover how each zodiac sign can work with this week's astrology. I am your host, Jamie Magee, an astrologer, author, and a member of the production team here at Astrology Hub, and I am really excited to dive into this week's astrology with you. Hi, astrology lovers. Welcome to Star Sign Horoscopes. I am your astrologer, Jamie Magee, and today we're going to be taking a look at the astrology for the week of August 19th through the 25th. I hope your week is going well. Thank you so much for tuning in. All right, so this week is full of changes, and I do mean full. We have 3 planets moving into new signs and 1 turning retrograde. Mars will move into Gemini, where he will stay for the rest of the year. Yes, you did hear me right. Mars will stay in Gemini extra long thanks to his retrograde in the fall, which is why we want to be conscious of the action-based choices that are being made. They will have revisions, consequences, good or bad, that will unfold as we move through this year. Now, we also have the sun moving into Virgo. So happy birthday, Virgos. We'll be talking about how every sign can make the most of this transition in the horoscopes. Then we have Mercury moving into Libra, but he won't be there for long. He's soon going to turn retrograde. And then we have Uranus moving into retrograde. Now, this energy is going to offer you time to organize and adjust the shifting breakthrough energy that's been unfolding in your life over the recent months. Now, to end this week, we have Venus in square with the nodes, inviting us to look for fated moments and connections. So as you can see, there's a lot of moving pieces and many are going in different directions. So as we're listening to the horoscopes, please be sure to tune in to both your sun sign and your rising sign to make the most of this week's horoscope. All right, guys, let's get ready to dive in. Okay, Virgo, let's take a look at your week. Now, Virgo, your top 3 focuses are going to be 1, celebrating your birthday month by tapping into your passions and the direction that they can take you. 2, working with driven motivation that's focused on your health and your wealth. And 3, taking a step back and reviewing your big picture plans. Now, let's talk about why these are your top 3. So first off, happy birthday, Virgo. I hope this is a wonderful week that helps you kick off a beautiful birthday month. As the sun moves into your sign, you will notice a heightened vitality and a desire to spend time with people, places, and things that you love. This will invite inspiration and have you looking at the bigger picture. At the same time, there's a lot of drive and focus moving into the public areas of your life. Topics about your career, purpose, or reputation are going to be up for you. And though you're going to be tempted to charge forward and take action, I encourage you to think twice and then act. There's going to be a lot of opportunities unfolding at once. And this is also an area where you're going to be working with revisions as the year closes up. With so many ideas in this area of your life, you may be inclined to reconsider opportunities that you have around learning or sharing a message. This is a good time to organize and balance recent breakthroughs and ideas or even actions that you've taken toward this. Overall, this is a great week to reflect on what your dream is and how much you've grown and where you are headed. I do hope you have a great week. I look forward to seeing you next time. Okay, Libra, let's take a look at your week. Now, Libra, your top 3 focuses are going to be 1, working side by side with endings and beginnings that will help you wrap up this year and prepare for your birthday month. 2, tapping into your motivation around learning or sharing your message. And 3, finding ways to express yourself. Now, let's talk about why these are your top 3. Now, the month before your birthday is always a time to reflect on everything that you've accomplished in the past year. You may find that over the next couple of weeks that you feel motivated to wrap up stories and plan new beginnings. Now, as you plan forward, you may also notice an accelerated motivation around new horizons or new directions. There could be opportunities to learn, teach, or share a message with a larger audience. I encourage you to take your time with these choices and understand that no matter what choice you make, there will be revisions as you work through the rest of the year. Keeping this in mind will help you stay flexible and find ways to ensure that your actions have lasting benefits. This is also a great time to process any breakthroughs that have been happening around shared resources or a transformational phase that you're moving through. There may be a fated moment or two this week. Pay attention to who you meet, what you hear, and how you feel about those encounters. This will help you tap into your intuition and follow the path that's in balance with the direction that you feel called. I do hope you have a great week. I look forward to seeing you next time. Okay, Scorpio, let's take a look at your week. Now, Scorpio, your top three focuses this week are going to be one, networking with like-minded individuals and groups. Two, spending time reflecting on working on a private project that's behind the scenes. Three, using courage and drive to initiate intimate partnerships or transformations. Now, let's talk about why these are your top three. As the sun moves into Virgo, you will notice that your social life picks up. Networking will be easier. Communication will have a really nice flow. So if there's something difficult that you need to say or present, this would be a great time to deliver that message. The support and inspiration you need can easily manifest and help guide your words. Now, though you have a lot of outward focused energy, there's also a lot of focus that's happening for you behind the scenes. You may notice that your thoughts are more reflective or that you're working on behind the scenes project that really needs your utmost focus and attention. Now, as Mars moves into Gemini, you will have drive and courage when it comes to topics about shared resources, intimacies, and really deep-rooted transformations. This can surface in many ways, so I encourage you to take your time with topics and decisions around this area of your life. Keep an open mind and know that as the year unfolds, you will be revising or restructuring ideas that are initiated now. Knowing this will help you lean into the changes that are going to support you in the long run. This is also a great period of time to focus and reflect on shifts that happen around your partnerships. There's been a lot of them. I want you to think about how can you work with the revelations in this area of your life and find ways to support both sides of the partnership. All right, I do hope you have a great week. I look forward to seeing you next time. Okay, Sagittarius, let's take a look at your week. Now, Sagittarius, your top three focuses are going to be one, working with opportunities presenting themselves around your health and your wealth. Two, networking and communicating with friends as well as one-to-one. Three, using courage to initiate partnerships that support your ambitions. Now, let's talk about why these are your top three. As the sun moves into Virgo, your career and reputation is going to feel highlighted or heightened for you. This will bring a lot of attention to your vitality, your partnerships, and your roots. But it's also a good time to consider topics that have to do with your health and your wealth. Think of anything that would normally be challenging or difficult for you in this area of your life, because those are the topics that you really want to overcome and work with while the energy is in flow with you. Now, to further support this, as Mercury moves into Libra, networking will have a rhythm and a balance that supports your message. However, there's likely to be some revisions in this area when Mercury moves into retrograde. So kind of keep that in mind as you consider your message and your options. Now, you also have a lot of drive flowing into your partnerships. Now, these partnerships could be romantic or business, like think about clients. You're likely to have some choices that are coming up for you. And I want you to keep an open mind and stay flexible and not fall too hard for any particular idea, person, place, or thing. There's going to be some revisions here as well that you will be working with as the year unfolds. And knowing this will help you notice the opportunities and not the setbacks. I do hope you have a great week. I look forward to seeing you next time. Okay, Capricorn, let's take a look at your week. Now, Capricorn, your top three focuses are going to be one, planning for new adventures that give you the opportunity to express your unique vision to a larger audience. Two, communicating actions needed around your health and your wealth. Three, working with driven motivation in your daily routines. Now, let's talk about why these are your top three. As the sun moves into Virgo, you may find that your thoughts are focused on new directions. You may be thinking about something that you want to learn or share with a larger audience. Now, this message has a lot of vitality, creativity, and passion behind it. I encourage you to use this time to plan big and express yourself. You will be empowered to see both the big picture and the details that are needed to reach your goals.
As Mercury moves into Libra, there will be a heightened focus around your reputation. Your message will have a harmony that draws people closer to your leadership. This would be a great time to speak about topics that support health and wealth, yours, and how others can support theirs by following your leadership. It's likely that your day-to-day routines are going to feel really accelerated and busy in the coming months. It's possible that there will be many opportunities presenting themselves, or that you find that you have to do things more than once, at least twice, before you can move past it. I encourage you to take a step back, look at the big picture, and when you can, take your time. This is an area, as well as topics around your health and wealth, that will need some revisions or restructuring as the year wraps up. Knowing this going in will help you avoid any unneeded frustrations. I do hope you have a great week, Capricorn. I look forward to seeing you next time. Okay, Aquarius, let's take a look at your week. Now, Aquarius, your top 3 focuses are going to be setting details in place for needed transition. 2, preparing to communicate a message with a larger audience. 3, using the rush of creativity to explore fun and playful ideas. Now, let's talk about why. As the sun moves into Virgo, your attention will shift from your partnerships to transitions that need to occur. Now, these transitions can deepen the bonds of your partnerships or allow you to see where you need to let go so you can grow. Now, as you work through these internal and private reflections, you may also notice that you have a lot of external energy drawing you out into the world. As Mercury moves into Libra, you'll feel more adventurous. You want to explore, step out into new directions, learn, or share something with other people. There's a lot of playful, creative energy that's also going to be noticeable in your life. You will feel driven to explore new passions or give your attention to people, places, and things that bring you love, happiness, that sense of unconditional love. Now, I will caution you that this is also an area of your life where you will have a lot of back and forth energy as the year unfolds. So what you're seeing now, what you're living through now, will have a couple of revisions that you're going to have to work with as the year wraps up. Now, knowing this going in will help you make the most of the experiences that you're stepping into. I also want you to make sure that you're looking for faded moments. Notice how experiences of this week make you feel and lean into those that are speaking to your soul. I do hope you have a great week. I look forward to seeing you next time. Okay, Pisces, let's take a look at your week. Now, your top 3 focuses are going to be one-to-one partnerships and communicating clearly with them as well as with groups. 2, collecting your thoughts and ideas on topics of transformation and actions that you need to take. 3, using the motivation found at your roots to help you make changes. Now, let's talk about why these are your top 3. As the sun shifts into Virgo, your focus will be less on your daily routines and more on your partnerships. This is a good time to get clear about who you want to partner with and why. Reaching out to clients or groups that you want to associate with will be easier over the coming weeks. The support you find in this area of your life could also help you with transitions that are occurring behind the scenes. You may be considering deeply committing financially with someone or breaking ties around finances and intimacies, possibly both at the same time. You also have a lot of drive and courage happening around your foundations, your home, your roots. Any actions or strategies that need a lot of energy behind them are going to be supported. However, this is also an area where you will be doing some revisions as we move through the rest of the year. So take your time and think through all the opportunities that you have. This week, I encourage you to notice how you feel in your daily rhythm, who you talk to, and what they inspire within you. There's likely to be a moment that feels faded or inspiring. Follow that feeling as you work with this week's energy and in the coming weeks. I do hope you have a great week. I look forward to seeing you next time. Okay, Aries, let's take a look at your week. Now, Aries, your top 3 focuses are going to be 1, finding a rhythm around your work that supports your health and your wealth. 2, working with partnerships to find a common balance. 3, using the motivation in your daily routines to communicate and make needed changes. Now, let's talk about why these are your top 3. As the sun moves into Virgo, the work you do, your reputation, and how this supports you will feel more in flow. Because you are supported on these topics, this is a great time to make any changes that would help you feel more comfortable or in rhythm in this area of your life. Mercury moving into Libra will give you the ability to find harmony and balance in your partnerships and in how you communicate. So if there's anything challenging that you've been wanting to say, this would be a great time to express yourself. However, keep in mind that there's likely another side of the story that you will hear soon. Your day-to-day routines and communication in general will be very active as the year unfolds. You have a lot of motivation to speak your mind. Take your time and think twice before you take any definitive actions, because this is also an area that will need some revisions as we move through the rest of the year. With all this moving energy this week, there's a spark of joy and excitement around the things that you have unconditional love for, what you really value and that you're passionate about. So if something around these topics inspires you, I encourage you to lean into the idea of it. There's a profound message waiting on you there, Aries. I do hope you have a great week. I look forward to seeing you next time. Okay, Taurus, let's take a look at your week. Now, Taurus, your top 3 focuses this week are going to be 1, stepping fully into creativity and passion. 2, communicating what you need to have balance in your routines. 3, taking action to support what you value. Now, let's talk about why these are your top 3. As the sun moves into Virgo, your focus will shift to people, places, and things that you love unconditionally. This is a great month to engage with people or activities that really inspire your creativity. Because you have so much focus on bringing joy into your life, you may also find that you need to communicate changes around your daily routines to help support you, or that communicating in general seems easier. Now, health and wealth will be a focus for you in the coming months. I encourage you to use the harmony that you're finding to help support these areas of your life. You may find that you feel extremely driven to earn more or to protect what is valuable to you. There may be several opportunities that are arising that are going to help you reach these goals. I really do encourage you to take your time with any decisions that you have around earning self-esteem and your values, and keep an open mind. There's likely to be a revision as you move through the rest of this year. Now, as the shifting energy is unfolding around you this week, you may also notice a spark of creativity or energy occurring around your home, your work, or your partnerships. Don't be afraid to look outside of the ordinary to find something extraordinary. I do hope you have a great week. I look forward to seeing you next time. Okay, Gemini, let's take a look at your week. Now, Gemini, your top 3 focuses are going to be 1, supporting your foundations, reputation, partnerships, and vitality. 2, finding a balanced way to express yourself to those that you love. 3, using courage to step out into the world in a new way. Now, let's talk about why these are your top 3. As the sun moves into Virgo, you will notice that your attention shifts to your foundations. Because your attention is there, your reputation, partnerships, and vitality are also activated. These are areas or topics that may feel busy in the coming weeks. So if there's anything that you would like to shift or change, this would be a great time to take action. Now, the energy that you may notice the most is Mars moving into your sign. This will bring a fearlessness, a drive, and a courage to step out into the world in a new way. It could feel very public to you, impacting your reputation, partnerships, foundations, honestly, every corner of your life. You may have the desire to make a lot of changes at once. When possible, I encourage you to take your time, because you will have revisions in all of these areas. You're not seeing the final story as you step into this new courageous energy that you're feeling right now. I really want you to use this motivation to help you break out of old stories and step boldly into new ones, and definitely keep an open mind and be flexible, willing to work with revisions. I do hope you have a good week. I look forward to seeing you next time. Okay, Cancer, let's take a look at your week. Now, Cancer, your top 3 focuses this week are going to be 1, networking and connecting with partnerships or groups, maybe both. 2, expressing what's needed for harmony and balance at your roots. 3, using a driven focus to move through transitions and reflections. Now, let's talk about why these are your top 3. This month, you may notice that your attention shifts from your values to communicating what your needs are. It may feel very active and busy in your day-to-day rhythm. I really want you to use this energy to communicate and make connections that help support a rhythm that you want to have. Now, you also have a lot of behind the scenes activity happening for you. You may be privately working on a project that needs your full attention or deeply reflecting on what needs to end so there's space for new beginnings. Now, no matter how this unfolds for you, the interesting piece is that you have a lot of motivation and courage to make these transitions to do this private work, but you're not seeing the entire story just yet. You may feel that you have successfully transitioned into something new or completed a project only to find in a couple of months that there's more to release or more to the story and project, a different path that you could have taken. Now, I know this sounds unnerving, but if you keep an open mind and you listen to your instincts and really dial into your hidden messages, especially this week, you will find that the upcoming revisions are actually a gift. I do hope you have a great week, Cancer. I look forward to seeing you next time. Okay, Leo, let's take a look at your week. Now, Leo, your top 3 focuses are going to be 1, your health and wealth and how you can support it. 2, networking and communicating your needs. 3, using your driven motivation to connect with groups that support your dreams. Now, let's talk about why these are your top 3. This month, your attention will shift to what is valuable to you. You may be focused on building a skill set, self-esteem, or your actual earning power. Now, these topics, along with your work and your reputation, will have a lot of support behind them. So I definitely encourage you to use that. Communicating and networking is also supported. Look for ways to make both sides of any negotiation feel balanced and valuable. Now, as Mars moves into Gemini, you will notice a lot of drive and motivation around your social life and your dreams. I encourage you to use this motivation in an extremely positive, creative way. Look for ways to chase your ambitions and connect with groups that have the same goals. And understand that this may mean stepping away from a group that you're a part of or allowing others to have space to have their opinion heard as well. Whatever or however this story unfolds for you, there will need to be some revisions, some restructuring as we move through the rest of this year. This is why I want you to build bridges and not burn them as you work with this energy. This week, look for a lot of inspiration hidden in the ordinary because I promise you it's there. Notice what makes your heart beat faster, what makes you feel on purpose and definitely on time. Follow that feeling and it'll help you make the most of all the shifting energy that is occurring this week. I do hope you have a good one. I look forward to seeing you next time. Okay, astrology lovers, that is everyone. I do hope you found some insightful tips to help you work with all the changing energy that we have in this upcoming week. Before we go, I just wanted to remind you, if you have not already, please be sure to pick up your free Sun, Moon, and Rising report. To grab yours, all you have to do is go to astrologyhub.com/Sun, Moon, and Rising. And don't forget to share the link with your friends. Alrighty, guys, I'll see you next time. Have a good one.
Hi, this is Becca Tarnas.
And I'm Rick Tarnas, and we're really looking forward to teaching an upcoming workshop here at Astrology Hub on September 21st.
If you want to be the first to know when registration opens, make sure you're signed up for the Cosmic Insider at astrologyhub.com/insider.
We look forward to seeing you there.
Thank you for listening to Astrology Hub Star Sign Horoscopes. If you'd like to easily jump to your personal horoscope, sign up to get a timestamped star sign episode emailed to you each Friday. Go to astrologyhub.com/star signs and sign up now. That's astrologyhub.com/star signs.